Maynard, this is a job. You left this here just like it is. This is coming out of your check. Don't ask me for any money this week. He's screwing up left and right. Like, you know you f***ed up on that. Like, you know it. And you're like, that's good enough. F***ing A, dude. Maynard, you're dead to me. Hey, what's up? In today's video, we're gonna go through a before and after, and I'm also gonna tell you about what I'm doing while I'm trying to sell this property. And I'm gonna let you know I got a full price offer right now, today, for $340,000. Initially, we planned on selling the property for $330,000. That's what my initial comps were, between $310,000 and $330,000. The realtor, Joe, right there, is one of my students, so he's benefiting more than he invested, I can promise you that, into the program. We painted this. People always ask, can you paint vinyl siding? Yeah, you absolutely can. You just use a vinyl paint, and you can paint roofs. It looks really nice. A little bit of overspray right there. All right, so we'll come through the back entrance. This deck was painted. I did tell him to paint this black. I think he thought just the top only, which is kind of weird. I told him to trim it out black, but he did green. Some things get misinterpreted, especially when your name's Maynard. The other thing that we need in here is we need some air fresheners in here. It smells a little musty. If you look originally, there was a window here. You can kind of see that it didn't float it out perfectly. There's a big wall here before, and then this area was like a sink. And I started putting appliances in my flips. I didn't do that before. I'm in the Midwest, I guess. It's a little bit different than Vegas. In Vegas, it's such a hot market that you could afford not to do it. Here, I feel like people can't visualize, even if I put like, hey, we're gonna put stainless steel appliances. I don't know how this got done here. This is supposed to be a microwave. Tell you, my guy who's been doing a pretty good job is screwing up again, Maynard. He's been messing up like big time again. Like, he's on the chopping block right now. I'm really annoyed with him. He's literally, I've been having to have someone go behind him and just to fix the stuff like this. What is this doing here? Why do we have this here? Is this not hooked up correctly? I bet you it's not. All right, I'm not gonna even bother with him to do it. I'm gonna have the other guy do it. Juan, can you make sure all these appliances are hooked up? They didn't bother hooking them up, but we got this thing going over here, right here, and it needs to be hooked up.
The drain line is incorrect. Drain line is supposed to go up and hang and then come down.
Yeah, we're not having Maynard hook up appliances anymore. Maynard, this is a shit ass job. You left this here just like it is. This is coming out of your check. Don't ask me for any money this week. We told you to hook this up. This is how you left it. Unhooked up, incorrectly, ready to flood my entire place if it was hooked up. He needs to feel it. He's screwing up left and right, and I don't know what is on his mind. I'm having to have someone come behind him and do anything. Anyways, that's just part of the business. Nobody's perfect. Somebody's good for a while, and then if you're not supervising the crap out of them, they don't do a good job. Couple things there. So obviously got to communicate to the team that we're supposed to have a vent hood, and then I'm gonna tell May to not use Maynard to hook up anything else. And then this drives me crazy too. Someone left the lights on. Why is this thing up and open? Probably because they couldn't figure out how to get this thing up, just like I'm having a hard time with. But somebody knew about it, Maynard, and left it like that. Didn't call, didn't say, hey, I'm having a hard time with this thing. I don't know how to do this. Can you help me out? Just left it. He's on my last nerve right now. So washer and dryer. He was blaming Gavino for everything. And this is kind of crappy too. This is not, they should have done this way better than that. You guys should have made these look better. Not just one shelf. Tile work looks good. The tile looks solid. You ever meet anybody who likes to do things like 4 times? Yeah. This needs to be trimmed out. Like, you know you f***ed up on that. Like, you know it, and you're like, that's good enough. You know how you make people do a good job? You don't pay them. I'm serious, he ain't getting no money this week, and that'll fix him right up. Like, you keep paying someone when they're doing a good job. Now, I'm not saying I'm not gonna pay him for good, but I'm gonna hold everything until it's done 100% the right way. He's gonna realize that he screwed up again. And he already knows. I told him to steer clear of me right now. This is all done, this looks good. This is like a 3-3 now. I hate these stupid lights that all these electricians are using these days. Like, which one do I use? I don't know, just give me a switch. Simple, right? What the hell is that? I don't even know why. He used those stupid things on my house. I'm so annoyed. I never know what fucking light to hit. This looks pretty good in here. Way better than it did before. I don't know about that. Fucking A, dude. Did you test to see if this thing worked before you did this crap? It's like one thing after the other with this guy. Good thing I'm walking it today. But I had 2 people go buy this just to make sure. So both of them are getting messages at the same time. This is the master, so decent size. Got a big old closet in here. Did a decent job on this. Carpentry work is subpar, I'm sure. This looks pretty good. The tile is outstanding. Mario is freaking a badass on the tile. The tile game Thanks to Gavino who left Mario in shambles. Tile work looks good. This came out pretty good. I ordered these for 400 bucks on Home Depot. So this was just like a gray space. We made this the way it is. Looks pretty good. And James is crooked as shit on his switches, dude. The little details matter. Do you catch that with your eye?
What, that one's a different height?
The height is one thing. They're all different heights. James, I don't know why these are all different heights and different angles and stuff like this. This is on Porter. I gotta babysit everybody, dude. It's like, I'm gonna just go and then I'm gonna figure out how it looks at the end. Dude, what the hell? These are all the right height. You got that one down there and then you got a plate over here. These switches are terrible. Please don't use these anymore. We got them in my house, I hate them. And that switch doesn't even operate down here. So you gotta run all the way downstairs. Those are stupid switches. Just buy switches. That's why they're called switches. They're not called buttons. Put some new buttons in there for me. They're called switches. So they're simple. And when you start buying stuff that's not simple, it makes everybody confused. We don't want to be confused. So basically that's a walkthrough of me tearing apart my guys on a flip that looks pretty good, but there's a lot of little details that are just kind of silly. They should know better. And I shouldn't have to go back around and like be like, okay, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. It's like, these guys have been working with me for 15, 16, 17 years. If I have to start being an asshole, I'm very capable of doing that. So I'm just gonna ignore people for a little while when it comes to money. This is what he said to me about that garage door. The garage door is disconnected because we lock it on the sides. We'll come back in a bit and connect it. I'm sure he was planning on doing it. Like, he's just waiting for me to call him. Dude, there's so many fuck-ups in that house. Stop saying you're gonna come back and connect it. Just do shit right and leave the house once it's done right. The only thing that looks good in that house 100% is the tile. Take ownership. It's the one thing I'm telling my kids and stuff all the time. Like, I'll tell my son, like, hey, this is what's going on, and he'll be like, oh, well, it's their fault. I'm like, dude, I've never heard you take personal responsibility. That's like a new concept these days. They did a pretty decent job tying this deck into the existing crappy thing without having to demolish it all. I think it looks pretty good. You can't be perfect here. It was a very hard thing to do. We would have to rip out the whole thing, so I'm very satisfied with that considering it was just a weird design to begin with. We dropped a load of gravel on here, so that's coming in. Funny thing about that too, since we're bashing on Maynard right now, is the day that the gravel came, I just said, I'm gonna come by and take a look and see if he's out here spreading it. I was like 10 minutes after the gravel truck had been here, and Maynard's gone. And there's clumps of gravel all over that way. And I go, did you spread it? And he straight-eyed says, yes, sir. And I go, why is it all clumpy? I'm here right now. Oh, well, I forgot my tools. I didn't know I had to spread it. It's like I'm talking to my children who are 11. And he goes, I didn't know I had to spread it. I go, we've been telling you all week, communicating to you all week that you have to spread the gravel. That's why you're meeting the gravel guy there. You're not meeting there to go like, hey, nice to meet you, gravel guy. High five. I'm just here to meet you, to make sure that you dump it where you're supposed to dump it. The gravel guy knows what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to meet him to spread it. Called May. May's like, yeah, here's the communication, Maynard. Fast forward the next day after he messes all that stuff up. So Maynard, if you see this video, you're on the chopping block right now. Legit. I'm not kidding you. Like, he might not be working with me too much longer. I'm very pissed off. He's been a good guy, but he needs to either get his act together or go find another boss. Next day, we have an eviction. We bought a house, and originally I was gonna do a deal with the sellers for novation. This is in St. Joseph, Missouri. I ended up having them sign over the deed because I knew they weren't gonna honor their word because they seem like those type of people. So I had them sign over the deed and I advanced the money. Fast forward, we've had to evict them. It's taken us since August. So just about a month ago, we get an order to eviction. Now, St. Joe, Missouri has the stupidest rules in the world. They came up with the dumbest rules that you have to have 5 people present to do an eviction. I'm not kidding you. This is St. Joseph, Missouri, Buchanan County has a rule that says you must bring 5 people to be present when the sheriff goes to lock someone out. Dumbass rule written by somebody who doesn't know what the f they're doing. We tell Maynard, make sure you go down there, we're going to pay you, and bring 5 people. So I get a phone call all of a sudden, and this is after this shit with the garage drival happened. So I'm literally telling him, drive your truck, grab your keys. I'm over communicating to be an asshole. He calls me and goes, hey, we need 6 or 7 people here. I'm like, I can see the lie just being laid out. I'm like, what are you talking about? We need 6 or 7 people. He goes, oh yeah, we need 6 or 7 people here. They said, how many people did you bring? He goes, 4. I go, I told you to bring 5. They will not do the eviction without 5. I mean, these eviction guys are looking for a reason not to do the eviction. They're like, you're a dog short and a cat short and you're supposed to bring 5, okay? Without any prodding, all of a sudden I get a text from May that says, hey, The sheriff just called me. The guys only brought 4 people, so they can't do the eviction. So I call Maynard back. I'm like, you wasted everybody's fucking time, my time, your people's time, everybody's time, because you didn't bring 5 people. I didn't know. We just texted to you. I communicated to you yesterday. I'm sorry. Finally. So anyways, Maynard, you're dead to me. Talk to you later. Peace.